I've had it up to here with the return to public life. I don't like it. I've been having a hard time. I've gone to a couple shows this weekend. The return, like trying to figure out how to be a person, like at a party or a comedy show or in any sort of social context. It's like playing psycho-emotional chess with the social contract, which already is like, was written with like a 2-sharp pencil on like a single ply of toilet paper. And the pandemic was like, let's get it wet. But I don't think, we all had a lot of like inner crises. And I don't think that we're at a point where we're ready to like put those into practice, like among others. It takes every ounce of like civilized reserve I have to not just like flip someone's salmon steak out into the street whenever I'm jogging, and I don't even know why. And the thing is, I think it's more like the social fabric has been like turned inside out and like the lining, honey, is ugly. Do you know what
oh yeah, it's like an old purse and it's got like little like pen marks and stains and like
crumbs and stuff. Yeah. And I think we all have to grapple with this, but like normally that was the kind of thing you did in private. Like I'm struggling with these intrusive thoughts. Like, what if I just punted that person's dog or like rammed my fist into that person's coq au vin? And normally it's more of a thing like, when you're doing the dishes and you turn the garbage disposal on and you look at where this is going. And you look at your hand and like just for a second, you think about it. And that's like thousands of years worth of civilization kind of up for negotiation in that moment. I used to be able to do that in my house. And now being outside is just like a progression of like increasingly repressed primal urges that I'm not used to.
So true.
Yet.
Oh my. Very briefly, I want to tell this story that is okay. So I did a comedy show indoors and a woman was not vaccinated. And because I was like, who's vaccinated? Okay, And she was like, no, I'm not vaccinated. And then I was like, oh no, what like message board did you read? Okay, tell me, And she's like, I probably shouldn't say. And then she's like, okay, I'll say, I think that when you vibrate at a high enough frequency, you won't get COVID-19. This woman said that shit to my face, to everyone. And I immediately was like, oh my God, I guess my uncle didn't vibrate on a high enough frequency.
Oh my God.
Like, I guess, like, does anyone else have a relative who didn't vibrate on a high frequency?
I mean, maybe hospitals should install like those shitty hotel massage beds to just vibrate people enough to deal with the problem. You don't need later then. Just shake them good.
Exactly. Just put some crystals, around the hospital. But here's the thing. Christina, I was like, I super identify with that because part of me was also like, what if I just beat the shit out of her? Like, what if I just leapt off the stage and started beating her ass? Like, I
think it's important.
I'm not a violent person, but I very much wanted to do that in that moment.
I think it's important to sit with those feelings.
I think we need
and just.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Robert, please.
No. Sorry, I was interrupting.
Oh no, I was just thinking about that. People. It's like so much of I think our problems are like people being afraid of their own thoughts, and I'm like I'm not afraid of my own thoughts. Maybe I should be a little bit, but it's it's the fact that you can hold that. Like, what if I beat the shit out of someone right now? And letting it pass through your body that keeps you from not doing that every time someone mouths off in an insane way, which I'm sure happens a lot.
Well,
it's when you have that mentality where like, I'm at a higher frequency. I don't have violent tendencies. I have it together.
Yeah. KIT. Keep it together. Keep it together.
And then Target Crime Lab up in flames.
I mean, I think you could, I want to see like the idea behind a grand jury mixed with sort of streaming technology so that if you assault someone who says that they have too high a vibration to get COVID, the cops show up, but they're like, oh no, we already did an online grand jury and everyone said you had the right to beat the piss out of that person. You're good to go.
Well, that's Minority
we could
Report.
fix some shit.
That's
that's why not
getting
turn it
kinda
into positive?
Report.
Yeah,
I love this. Yeah,
But I mean, don't you think Twitter kind of acts as that de facto referendum that we get on people's character before seeing who they are in real life?
Yeah, I guess I'm saying we should give Twitter the power to decide or not things are crimes. I can't see that going badly in any way.
No.
Hey, thanks so much for watching the Bitchuation Room podcast live stream. And while you're here, why don't you just subscribe to this channel? I promise it'll be good. Promise.